If you, that shit's tight as hell. I'm digging the swords. Huh? Yeah. I'm digging the swords. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna take a while for us to get into the instance, possibly. Alright, so I think they updated the graphics a bit. Just by looking at it. Alright. So which one do you want to see first? Do you want to see your Frost first? Okay, so Frost, you have Frost Strike, Howling Blast, Pillar of Frost, and then Obliterate, right? Okay. And of course you have, you know, your Plague Strike, Horn of Winter, Death and Decay, Empower Rune Weapon. I don't remember that. Oh yes, I do. Never mind. Icebound Fortitude, and then Outbreak. Has Outbreak always been there? Yeah, I feel like they made Outbreak instantly applies Blood, Plague, and Frost Fever to the target enemy. Okay, so that's always been there. Alright. So, talents. You got Plague Bearer, Plague Leech, and Unholy Blight. Those, I believe, are the same. I think the only new ones may be Plague Bearer. Death Coil and Frost Strike abilities also inflict your target, infect your target, adding 4 seconds to the existing duration of Frost Fever and Plague, Blood Plague, and adding additional stack to existing necrotic plague infections. So, Plague Leech, draw forth the infection from an enemy, consuming your blood. That's the same, isn't it? The same. Yeah, Plague Bearer is new. That's probably going to be a PvP talent. It's going to be both. Well, Necrotic Plague, unless that's your new. Unless that, because they took out Necrotic Strike, so unless Necrotic Plague is your MS. Right. Then Lichborn is the same. Anti-Magic Zone and Purgatory the same. Death's Advance, Affixate, Chiller's Lanes, the same. Chilly Blains. What is my watch doing? My watch is being stupid as fuck right now. Yeah. Necrotic Plague. Passive, a powerful disease that deals 62 Shadow Frost damage per stack every 2 seconds for 30 seconds. Each time it deals damage, it gains 1 stack and affects another nearby enemy within 8 yards. If possible, you gain 5 running power whenever a target infected with Necrotic Plague attempts to attack you. Replaces Blood Plague and Frost Fever, and is applied by any ability which applied either. So that's not bad. That'd be real good in, like, raids, like on Trash, and even in PvP, really. It would apply a lot of pressure. Defiles the ground targeted by the Death Knight every 1 second. If there are any enemies standing in the defile, it deals 227 Shadow Frost damage to them and grows an area and damage by 2.5%. Enemies standing in defile deal 10% less damage to you, replaces Death and Decay. And then Breath of Syndragosa. So that's real good for your for a tank. Breath of Syndragosa, continuously deal 523 Shadow Frost damage every 1 second to enemies in a cone in front of you within 12 yards, and affects them with Mark of Syndragosa for 6 seconds. You will continue breathing until cancelled or runic power is exhausted. Mark of Syndragosa causes you to be healed for 5%. Healed for 5% in spell damage dealt by afflicted enemies. So those are the talents. And then you got, I think you got some new glyphs, but I think everything looks the same. Oh, Necrotic Strike is a glyph now. Uh-huh. Probably. I'm gonna have to do that real quick. Otherwise I'd have to restart everything. Too bad. Well, I'm gonna have to do it anyways. If I ever... Which one is it? Is it this one? Speak, please.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. How bad can you hear yourself?
I don't have you turned up on Twitch.
Well, I'm talking about through my mic. Can you hear yourself through my mic?
No.
Okay, cool. That's all I care about. Rune Tap. So I think that's really about it, that they just made a glyph of... They made Necrotic Strike a glyph. From the Undead, Blood Presence, Chains of Ice, Control Undead, Dark Sim. I think so that all looks familiar. Forging, Soul Reaper, Strangulate. Oh, they give you Strangulate now. Oh yeah, because you don't have Death Grip anymore. No, you don't. Okay, JK.
Did you just have a brain fart?
Yep. I don't remember you getting Strangulate, though.
Wait, they got rid of Death Grip?
No, it's still there.
I was about to say, no.
Shadowy Tendrils constrict enemies. I don't remember you guys getting Strangulate and Mind Freeze in live version. Did you?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Strangulates the silence, bruh.
Oh.
And then if you spec into it, it becomes Asphyxiate, which is a stun.
Right.
You don't play Death Knight very often, I forgot.
No, that's why I have you here. Alright, I'm gonna switch specs real quick. We're gonna look at
I feel
Unholy.
like I should log in to WoW so I can kinda...
Probably. Alright, we're gonna look at Unholy real quick and we'll do Blood Blast. Spirit Psych, Festering Psych, Shadow Infusion, Dark Transformation. That all looks familiar.
Yep.
Summon Gargoyle, Soul Reaper, Raise Undead, that's alright. So they definitely took out Unholy Frenzy. They took out Necrotic Strike. I think Blood Tap they took out, but Blood Tap was always a Blood. Nope, Blood Tap's a talent.
No, Blood Tap's just a regular...
Yeah, it's a talent.
Yeah. No, I was thinking Blood Boil, never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blood Tap is what I actually run for raiding.
Right, Blood Boil's gone. And
Good.
so is Pestilence, it looks like.
I never used
Nope,
those.
Pestilence is here. Plague Strike is here, Raise Ally, Icebound Fortitude, Power Rune Weapon. Yeah, it looks like not much has really changed. Minus, you know, what? Blood Tap being gone. Not Blood Tap, sorry. The Blood Boil is gone. Necrotic Strike is now a glyph only. I think that's all I can. Unholy Frenzies 2 is gone, but that's all I can really see. guy on Skype has a bird. Did you log in to compare live?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think those main 3 abilities are gone? Or have been changed around?
I unfortunately have 3 cockatiels.
Alright, now I gotta go back to the DK place and ask for a respec. That'd be in general. Deathgate. You could always let them fly away.
I could, but that would be mean. They would die in Ohio.
They probably would die in Ohio. Someone would probably shoot them down.
No, they wouldn't know what to do. What the hell? I said log in.
Alright, so let's change real quick. Oh, then of course, you know, as Frost, you got your dual wielding and all that good stuff. The axe is not nearly as impressive as the swords were.
I have to reload your screen. It didn't have me logged in to Twitch. There we go. Oh, the axe looks kind of boring.
Yeah, the axe is real boring looking.
Pull it up closer so I can see.
Okay. Let's look at blood. So blood, you get Death Strike, which is normal. They took out whatever that symbol is.
Let's see, they don't have Heart Strike. Doesn't have Rune Strike. Still has Dancing Rune Weapon, Rune Tap, Vampiric Blood. So it looks like they got rid of Heart Strike and Rune Strike. What's the new one? Not have a name yet?
Yeah, those 2 don't have a name unless those are the 2 that they removed.
It could be.
Rain Dots. I'm going to assume that you're, I can't remember your name live, but I know who you are. Soul Render. I'm gonna assume you're Soul. Let's see here. You got Bone Shield still. You got Dark Command still. Dancing Rune Weapon still. You have Death Strike. Rune Tap, Vampiric Blood, Strangulate. Yep. So I think it was just those. The Blood Boil is still gone. It's not a blood only spec.
Yeah, they just completely ousted.
Yeah, it's completely gone. So you have to use Outbreak now or whatever. You have to use Pestilence now to spread your dots.
That's
everywhere.
Fine.
Core abilities. Yeah, they removed 2 of them.
That'd be why.
You can see.
That's upsetting. Not that I really tank, but
right. But I mean,
nice.
like, we went through Frost and all that. See, like Frost still has all their abilities here, and then Unholy for their their rotation.
Now, what is it about summoning ghouls that's only for Unholy now, right?
No,
I could have sworn somebody had mentioned that you can't raise dead unless you're Unholy.
Actually, that might be true because I don't see raised dead in here. I see control undead.
That's a pile of horse poopy.
Yeah, so you don't have, so you can't do your whole sacrifice, raise undead sacrifice anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
Unless you're Unholy. That and Death Coils for Blood and Unholy, it looks like. Well, actually, Death Coil might be for
And then they got rid of Army as well, right?
Yeah, you have Army of the Dead.
Oh, you still do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't have Raise
Gotcha.
Undead. And what
That
are you
just seems kind of pointless then.
What are you talking about? Glyphs. Here's your glyphs, Soul. Let me check in Frost to see if you still have Raise Undead for a few seconds. Control Undead, Dark Sim, Empower, Defecate, Death Grip, Army, Defecate, Death Coil. Nah, yeah, Raise Ally. You still have it as Frost.
Okay.
Blood doesn't have it though.
Oh, that's Raise Ally, not Raise Dead though.
Oh, right.
So yeah, you can only summon a ghoul now if you're unholy.
Yeah.
That sucks. So then, in the talents, they still have Death Pact, but if you're Frost, that'd be a complete and utter useless.
Yeah, they still have Death Pact, yeah. But if you were unholy, yeah, you'd have to run a Conversion or Death Siphon.
Yeah. Which Death Siphon's kind of a weird one, but since they have more spells that are running on Shadow Frost, it might actually work out well, I guess.
Is this what you're talking about? Soul, this over here, the core abilities, you have this in live too. It just shows your rotation. But it just shows now what's gone. Instead. Alright. So, I think it's safe to assume that only unholy DKs now can summon undead.
Summon a ghoul. You can still do the undead control or whatever.
You can still control undead.
That's gonna be helpful.
Unholy Frenzy has been removed completely. Blood Boil has been removed completely, and now you can only use Pestilence to spread. They added a new talent in the beginning to replace the Rolling Blood talent, which is Plague Bearer.
You know, this may sound random. I've actually not used Control Undead at all, like in live. I wonder if that would be viable when fighting like an Unholy Death Knight.
It might be.
That'd be something to look into.
We can test that later tonight or something.
Yeah.
With my Unholy Death Knight.
Go out and do some PvPs, control it, and make it have 2 ghouls and start beating people up.
Yep. He wants to know your soul. Your third
the
name.
Loudbirds are Squeak, Squawk, and Phoenix. So the loudest one, obviously, is Squawk. He never shuts up. Speak of the devil.
What?
It just made noise.
Oh.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Runic Corruption? Has that always been there?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think.
I just remember that I
Yeah.
run I run Rolling Blood, Lichborn, Asphyxiate / Death Advance, Blood Tap, Conversion, and then Desecrated Ground really in line.
See, I use Unholy Blight.
I do too every now and then. It depends which I'm going against. But the glyphs look the same. The only thing that's really new that they added for glyphs, I guess, is Necrotic Strike.
Let me see here. Is that a major or minor?
It's a major. Oh, wait a minute. What
I
the
don't
hell?
have it.
No. Glyph and Necrotic Strike. They removed Necrotic completely. 50% of all healing absorbed by Necrotic Strike heals you.
So there's a glyph there, but they don't have the spell?
Yeah.
Ha!
So, I think that Necrotic Strike glyph is in live right now.
Well, I don't see glyph of Necrotic Strike.
Unless I'm just not seeing Necrotic Strike somewhere.
That could be. It might be like Unholy Talent.
But
Which
I looked
is
through
weird
it,
because
and I
it's supposed to be just all around. Because I've got it as Frost on live.
yeah, you're supposed to. I think they said they removed Necrotic Strike completely.
Let's see. For me, it's on page 3 of the spellbook.
Let me try to go Unholy real quick just to see what happens. Wasting all my golds. Good thing they give me 10k.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
I've only got like 4 right now. I'm so broke.
Yeah, like Unholy, if you look, when you click on it.
Oh, the birds are 3, I think. 3 or 4.
Yeah, if you look here though, the Unholy talents have Scourge Strike, Festering, Dark Transformation, and Shadow, like, infusion. You don't get Necrotic from it.
Well, it never came with the spec though, so.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Go back through your spellbook.
Yeah, I am. I'm on the last page, like.
Oh, well, I can't see it because it's delayed.
I don't see it.
He's on beta for Warlords.
You have that, dude. In your spell book, it's called Core Abilities.